The Knicks postgame show is presented by Tri-State Audi. Visit your Tri-State area Audi dealer today. A wild one between the Knicks and the Blazers. Jalen Brunson, 32, his second straight game with at least 30. Game went to overtime, and Portland took command. Anfernee Simons to Jusuf Nurkic, who had 20. Simons had 38. Jerami Grant of Portland had 44. And the Blazers beat the Knicks tonight without Dame Lillard, who's out with a bad calf, 132-129 in overtime. Great to have you with us from our Delta MSG studios. Bill Pito, along with Monica McNutt and Alan Hahn.
What are you laughing at?
Well, where's your tote board with your record here?
Look, I am 3-4.
Okay, all right. I need new material. You have Grant and Simons combining for 82 points. No two Knick opponents in the same game have each had 40, ever. Very close tonight for these two.
Two guys you couldn't stop. And some really questionable officiating in that first half, especially in that second quarter, that took so much rhythm out of this game. It's not all on the officiating, but it's maddening to watch whistles blow the way they were blowing in that second quarter. And the imbalance, I mean, when Mike Breen talks about the imbalance in officiating, he's one of the most fair people when it comes to calling a game. And he says that something's going on in that second quarter. That was, I thought, a problem. Took a lot of rhythm out of the game, frustrated the Knicks. And, were they fouling? Yes, they were fouling. But then what happens when you foul too much and sometimes take some unnecessary fouls early in a quarter? You get an officiating crew that starts anticipating calls. And that started happening, and that led to a deluge of free throw attempts. 51 in the game for Portland. 51, Bill. With one player going to the line 28 times?
Grant.
Like, it's nuts. The record against the Knicks is 74 free throw attempts. Will Chamberlain and the Warriors back in 1964. So that record was not going to get broken tonight, but it came pretty close at one point. So that happens, and then, of course, there's other things that go on that we can start picking apart on the Knicks end of things. But I hated the way that second quarter kind of took rhythm out of this game and made it a painful game to watch for a little bit until what became a pretty exciting ending.
Yeah, it was a terrific end of regulation. And you mentioned the byproduct of so many whistles, right? And that's interesting that you point out the officials beginning to anticipate. I saw a team, one that grows in confidence and the other one that becomes a bit timid because you're trying to defend without fouling.
You guys think there were bad calls consistently?
There were some phantom calls. There was a lot of unnecessary contact calls that were made that you could watch video and say, see, contact. You're like, man, it's basketball. Like, you don't have to call everything. That part got frustrating. Now, I don't want to turn this into it's all the refs' fault. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just saying it took the rhythm out of the game. And what Monica is saying is 1,000% true, is the Knicks started hesitating as far as right. Mm-hmm. And to Chauncey Billups' credit, he told his players, attack them.
Full steam ahead. Yep.
Because Jerami Grant was doing a lot of this, shoving guys off him and getting away with it. Why? Because the Knicks now were almost like, you don't want to make too much contact. So that was going on. But at the other end, we see some things that do happen to this team. And that is the other timid thing, which is get into the paint, but then hesitate because they've got a ton of length. And when you have a lot of length against this Knicks team, you generally have success because the Knicks do not have explosive players. They have guys that get in the paint, but they don't have explosive players that can finish against length, and that was the other struggle today.
Now, on the positive note, the Knicks' fourth quarter performance vastly improved this year with Jalen Brunson.
Yes.
And they won the fourth quarter, Monica. They were down by 6 after 3, and they were able to force overtime.
Yeah, but almost doesn't count, unfortunately. I think you saw a lot of character, particularly in the last 4 minutes or so of the fourth quarter. And I said it all throughout this pregame show. I've said it all season long. When this team starts to adapt the poise that Jalen Brunson plays with, that's a good sign. That was a rebound that you had to have. Obi Toppin comes up with Jericho Sims making his presence known and contesting shots right at the rim. Quick playing solid defense there, even though that one falls. I mean, Anfernee Simons was just basically on a heater in this ball game. But again, it comes down to having a guy like Jalen Brunson.
Knicks are up 104-100 after that quickly 3. Like, the game was there.
And so much of it had to do with Jalen, right? Like keeping this team poised, and then you saw the confidence. This was you got a little luck here, get a good bounce, and one.
Look at him.
Simmons, Jericho Sims just staying as engaged as possible. This was crazy, but this is the play to me that embodies one team getting all the whistles and having confidence, and the other team being worried about fouls. But this was huge down the stretch. RJ, tough game throughout regulation, but gets a much-needed basket to tie things up, and then you got this guy. the best closers the Knicks have seen in quite a while in terms of being able to respond in the play.
Foul here, yes or no? They reviewed it, and they saw contact on the arm. Watch it right here.
Yeah,
contact on the arm.
Got him.
Goes to the line, and again, these are clutch free throws. He knocks him down.
That's for the
9
win.
seconds. Now, look.
Yeah,
look at this.
Grimes got him,
He always makes that shot.
All right, so Brunson there for the win. 116 all. That's a shot that he makes more often than not. That's a shot the Knicks want.
Yeah.
That's the game right
Nobody's
there.
complaining about that shot.
That's a good shot.
Yeah, but that's the thing is you got the shot you wanted. He got to his spot, and it just didn't go in. And that's one of those kind of like, okay, that's your fate. That, you know, there's your destiny. Make it and you win at home. Run off the floor and you get a win. But it didn't happen. And here we go into overtime now in a game that always felt like it was in the balance for, the better part of that second half.
In the balance, it's completely tilted the other way.
You feel like that game went back and forth as we were just showing there. The Knicks had twice a 2-point lead in the last 3 minutes, and they could not get a stop at the other end. It was always in the balance, even with a 2-point lead. You never felt like they could get a stop.
As soon as the end of regulation went, I felt the momentum.
Oh, yeah.
swing.
Yeah, he makes that shot, you run off the court.
As we take a look at overtime, Portland got out to an early lead in the OT, and the Knicks were uphill the rest of the way.
Yeah, and Portland has obviously two guys that were basically unstoppable in the course of this ball game. They come out with confidence. Simons hits a three there. The valve is open. Randall did respond. But ultimately, I think watching the overtime period, you're thinking about what we've seen about this team all season long. This was just tough. Jericho Sims doing the best he can. Yusuf Nurkic is a vet, is a pro, is a giant man. And you knew that if it got too far away, the three-point shooting has not been there all season. It was not going to be there to bail you out. And ultimately, Simons, Grant, they handle business at the free throw line and from the three-point line.
Yeah, and so we showed you Randall hitting the three to answer the first Simons three. They got to stop, and now it's tied coming back the other way, and Julius Randle thought, let me heat check and take another three.
And then Portland went on a run.
That one missed. And that was a tough one because it was a quick three, but he was kind of feeling rhythm. He misses that, and as you mentioned, that's when slips. Like, that's when you feel like, okay, it's tough. And then they're smart. Chauncey's done a great job this year coaching this team. They don't have Damian Lillard, who's an amazing, talk about a finisher, an amazing finisher. They don't have him in this game, but he just, all right, who's the matchup that we're going to take advantage of?
Yeah.
They got the switch. They got Mitch to switch out.
They got
that easy basket with Nurkic. Yeah. And then, of course, when you got Jericho Sims out there who played his heart out, Nurkic is bigger than him. So clear it out, space it out, give it to him, and let him go to work inside. He's got great footwork, and he got that and-one.
It wasn't the basket. I don't think it was the and-one play. It was the next play down. Nurkic scores, and he's coming down smiling and high-fiving his guy, and he should be.
Confident.
But it's one of those moments that it's nothing they can do with me.
Yeah. Worth pointing out, guys, Grant, 28 attempts, most by any player in a game all year from the line.
In the NBA.
Yep. And 21 makes, most from anybody in terms of makes, single player in the NBA this year. 21 of 28 for Grant from the line.
I know we're going to, and we should, make a note of how many times the Portland Trailblazers got to the free throw line. There's difference of 23 free throw attempts in this ballgame. Like, I don't think that Portland is that stout of a defensive team that there's not some whistles that should be examined.
51 to 28.
The fouls were plus 11. On the Knicks. The Knicks would call for 11 more fouls.
Okay, I'm with y'all on that.
That's a tough number to, that's to...
Yeah. The one thing I will say that may go under the radar, to me, that is a frustrating number when I look at this ball game. Josh Hart had 19 rebounds.
Yes, he did.
That is a want and energy. It doesn't necessarily, like if you look at the box score, you'll go, okay, second chance points are sort of kind of even. It's not a huge margin, so you might not think of that. But to me, that speaks to the confidence. That speaks to the willingness to defend. Rebounds are an energy snap. You let a guy go off for 19. Yeah. Come on.
There was a lot of bobbling of rebounding in this game. There was another frustrating part of it, too. So a lot of frustration in this game, officiating, inability to rebound, and, of course, inability to finish.